Hi guys, it's been a minute, but we're continuing the journey of my vlog in El Salvador, and we're probably here now on like 5 to 6, 7 days in El Salvador. And I was still needing some trinkets, some souvenirs for friends and family. So we ended up going to the National Craft Market that's located in San Salvador. So it is a really neat area because as you see the vlog going on, we make it into different parts, which we're doing a hike later, and then we go to the city. So it's really diverse. It's in a good area. I say you can get around to a couple of places.
Nomás duraba 30 minutos.
Y se moría.
So the reason why Ember is pointing to that bottle is because I told him about that Tic Tac bottle. It's a cheap alcohol bottle. It probably is worth like max like $5. But when I was going to El Salvador in the summer as a child, I would always bring back that bottle. And I remember my dad just always having a kick about it, that I was bringing back this bottle, and with it being cheap and all, and just a terrible taste as well.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Queso fundido with loroco and a churrasco or churrasca or meat steak tortilla.
RIP to that hair clip though. I loved that hair clip during my trip and I didn't bring it back with me to the USA, so that was pretty disappointing. But we were at the iconic restaurant that has the rainbow slide going down, but they were making some alterations, some adjustments for it to be better. So we weren't able to get on the slide, unfortunately, but the restaurant itself, the food itself was really good. That was one of the reasons why my grandma asked if we wanted to stop there, because she's like, look, I'm about a good view, but I'm also about the food being good. So we do have that alike. After lunch, we stopped by El Boquerón, one of the chillest and prettiest spots to visit in El Salvador. It sits right above San Salvador, and the coolest part is the crater we're looking at was actually formed during the 1917 eruption. It's wild to think about something so calm now came from something so powerful. The weather up here is such a chill vibe. It's cooler, breezier, and honestly such a nice break from the heat in the city. The path to the main lookout is super easy, which is perfect because I'm hiking with my daughter. Well, I'm not hiking with my daughter. Ember carried her the whole way up. So, no, you don't need like this hardcore packer, but I think if we would have had something to more strap her in, it would have been easier. But all we had was our mom tush. But shout out to that creator because that mom tush did help me a lot during the trip. But what I love most is how peaceful it feels. You hear the birds, the air is fresh, everything is green, and you get this big wide view of the crater that just makes you slow down for a second. If you come, mornings are usually clearer and quite quieter, but definitely bring water, especially if you got little ones with you. But it was really such a nice walk, and it's crazy to think that this is just outside the city, but we ended up enjoying a cafecito. So they do have that like midway during your walk when you're coming back from it, but I couldn't recommend doing this. I just felt like it brought me back in tune to why we're here in El Salvador. Like, people don't give El Salvador its like credit sometimes. Like, it's such a beautiful area, though there is a lot of poverty. Like, these things just make it so much worth it being out there.
Sí.
Wow.
Sí. It's a big mouth. Dust in the center.
Also, RIP Ember's bag, because as you can tell, she is still asleep, but we didn't have a proper nap, so this was her nap, which also sucks for us, long term.
carry.
Since Ember carried her the way up, the least I could do was go on the way down, but that was still a workout. So you see your girl hyperventilating there, but this is the cafecito place I was telling you about. They have, fresh coffee, they have ground beans, they have like little pastries, they have honey, they have all this stuff. So I just think this was perfect. But one thing that you will realize in El Salvador is there are dogs everywhere, stray dogs especially, and these are called chuchos. So here we are in San Salvador, where they have the National Library and the Metropolitan Cathedral. But as you can tell, the weather has made a 180 and we are fully submerged in clouds and a little bit of sprinkle, which later will turn on to heavy rain. But this area has a lot of restaurants. It has the really, really nice Starbucks that is coming up to our right, and they have like the pharmacy. So it's just really diverse, this area. But what we came here for, and the reason why we made this trip to San Salvador, was for Amira's earrings. The trip ended up being a success. We ended up finding her a pair and she still wears them to this day. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and we have a couple more coming soon. Bye.